I got minus
You got what?
minus 0.08672 point and then to 0.15872.
Okay, excellent. If it's so, right, then test the significance of beta naught is equal to 0, and against H1 beta naught is equal to 0. What should we use?
I think we should use the confidence interval at -1.
Excellent. Can you repeat again so that the people that are going to listen to this video, they have to learn it? Can you say it again?
I think we should use the confidence interval.
You should use the confidence interval. So that means
yes,
there are 3 approaches for you to interpret what beta naught, right? There's an approach of you comparing the t statistic and the critical value, right? There's an approach of you using the p-value. There's an approach of you using the confidence interval. All the approaches should give you the same result. Was it clear, Lynn?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We either use, it depends on the situation. What are you given? Right? Initially, we had calculated the confidence interval, right? And then somebody now wants to calculate the t statistic. And that t statistic again is given. That's what I saw. Most people, they got the confidence interval, but the hypothesis passed, they missed it. Suppose you're given an output alone, all right? If you are to test the hypothesis of beta naught, you only use the p-value, right? If you have been told to calculate the confidence interval, use the confidence interval to make the hypothesis. If you are not given an output, right, either you are told to calculate the t-value or you are told to calculate the confidence interval. So if you're told to calculate the t statistic, or if you're not told to calculate the t statistic, use the t statistic, right? And then when you're given a question that says construct the confidence interval, use the confidence interval to make the rejection criteria or the hypothesis testing, right? So I don't know who said we should use the confidence interval. So what is the rejection criteria on the confidence interval?
I think when using the confidence interval, our rejection criteria is we reject H naught if 0 is an element of the confidence interval.
You heard it, guys. He's saying we reject H naught if 0 is an element of the what? Of the interval. Okay, so how did you conclude it? Is 0 part of the confidence interval?
Yes, because from negative to positive, it means that 0 is in between. So since 0 is an element of the confidence interval, we reject H naught.
You what? Hello? 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 And guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Who's that guy that was saying it? That we said we reject H naught if 0 is an element of what? Of the confidence interval. So is 0 a part of the confidence interval?
Yeah, in this case, 0 is an element of the confidence interval.
So we reject H naught, right?
Yes.
And we conclude that the intercept is significant.
Yes.
All right. But now there's a contradiction here. If you're going to check on the p-value, it's 0.503. All right. So in such situation, it's insignificant, right? But the confidence interval is significant. So we need to go and research about it. Why is this different? That the significance on the p-value, right, is telling us that the intercept is significant. On the confidence interval is telling us that it's significant. So that's a big homework that you need to get it from here. So any questions, guys? Any questions?
Sir, using the information provided on the output, can we find the coefficient of variation?
Yeah, you can find it because you need to get, no, you can't get it unless you need to get y, you need to get y bar. So because coefficient of variation, it's S over y bar multiplied by 100, right? So S is, remember S is the square root of MSE because S squared is an estimate of what? MSE is an estimate of S squared, right? So our MSE is 0.004. So our S squared is what? 0.004, right? Then our S, that will be the square root of 0.004. But our y bar, we don't have it. Do you have it? Can we calculate, can we derive it from somewhere else? It will be difficult for us to derive that. So it's not possible for us to use it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Any other question, guys? So if there's no question, we end here. So have a good day.
Thank you, sir.